So, good day everyone, no? Welcome to our YouTube channel, no? For today's video, we will be answering, no? Uh, preferential taxation featuring the registered business enterprises. So, let's start na answering our problems for the day. Um, let's start with problem number one. So, for problem number one, let's read the questions. How much is the due to national government after the income tax holiday period? Number two, how much is due to local government after the income tax holiday period? Let's read the given. Jack Hanma Inc., PEZA registered enterprise, okay, operating in the Philippines for the year 2026 was given an income tax holiday for 4 years. Presented the following financial data. So meron siyang sales to registered activities, sales under unregistered activities, cost of sales, no, and then administrative expenses. Okay, for this one class, so let's as first distinguish, no, or just identify the concept here. So kapag RBS class or PEZA registered, or for example, PEZA registered enterprise, usually meron yung ano, ito yung setup. Meron munang income tax holiday, okay? Yung income tax holiday, obviously, wala siyang income tax for that specific period. Wala siyang liability. Wala mo i-impose na any income tax for that. Okay? At yung ano, yung range niyan class, yung number of years will range from 4 to 7 years, okay, yung income tax holiday. After ng income tax holiday, okay, si registered business enterprise is pwedeng mamili, no? Pwede siyang mamili to avail of the special corporate income tax, okay, or the enhanced deduction, okay? Yung special corporate income tax class is 5% of the gross income, okay? Of gross income in lieu of all national and local taxes. Okay? Kapalit na or hindi na siya magbabayad ng national and local taxes, yung ibabayad na lang niya is the 5% special corporate income tax or pwede pong enhanced deduction. Pag sinabi natin enhanced deduction, okay, just take note or just remember lang yung mga allowable deductions under the tax code, and then mas malaki lang yung rate, mas mataas yung amount nung deduction. Kasi in-enhance siya. Okay? So, part pa rin yan ng incentive package for registered business enterprises. Dito magre-revolve lang yung ano natin, sagot, no, or magiging approach natin sa problem. Okay, and particularly class, no, S-sit tayo. In this case, parang nagsasuggest yung problem na gumamit tayo ng special corporate income tax kasi merong due to national government and due to local government. So mamaya papakita natin bakit ganyan yung question. So bakit nag-ask ng ganyan question. Okay, so second class, no, is to identify yung registered activities and unregistered activities. So, in this case class, very important that we will distinguish or identify the registered as to the unregistered. Why? It's because yung registered activities, yan lang yung pwedeng maka-avail no income tax incentives or tax incentives provided by the law. Okay? And yung unregistered activities, okay, yung taxation naman niya is the regular corporate income taxation. Okay, so very important yan. Okay, so for this one class, no, okay, unahin muna natin yung registered activities. For registered activities, sinabi ni Sir, 5% of gross income. Paano ba computein? No? Paano ba natin uh, i-compute yung um, gross income? That's sales, okay, minus cost of sales, no? Plus other income. O meron. Okay, for that one, meron naman tayong other income. Wala naman tayong other income. So meron lang sales, meron cost of sales, and then ayan, wala tayong other income. For this one, class, for the unregistered activities or the registered activities rather, meron tayong 10 million. Okay? Meron tayong 10 million. So, lagay natin dito, registered. Okay, para hindi malito. Okay, so registered, 10 million. Then yung cost of sales class, okay, since hindi naman siya na-identify kung related siya sa registered, hindi rin na-identify kung related siya sa unregistered activities. So, yung gagawin natin dito, class, is we will allocate this one. No, we will allocate the 6 million. Sir, what will be the basis of the allocation? The basis of the allocation class will be based on the amount of sales in this case. So, let's compute no, ilan yung total sales. Yung total sales amounts to 10 million plus 2 million, that is total of 12 million. So, yung cost of sales class, no, that's 6 million, okay? Total of 6 million times 10 over 12. Yan yung allocation natin. So, okay, ano class? Compute nga. 6 million times 10 over 12. That is for 5 million. Okay? 5 million. Okay. And then wala naman tayong other income. So let's just ignore the other income, no? Kasi wala naman. So makukuha na natin dito class yung gross income natin. For how much? That's for 5 million. Okay? So, meron tayong 5 million. Sabi ni sir, yung special corporate income tax is based on 5% of the gross income. So, how much will be the corporate income tax? Let's multiply this by 5%. Yung special corporate income tax natin will be 5 million times 5% equal to 250,000. Okay, equal to 250,000. Okay. Next is to compute class, yung tax naman under the unregistered activities. For the unregistered activities, lagay na lang natin dito. Okay. Lagay natin dito, unregistered activities. Okay. So, for unregistered activities, yung basis niya is regular corporate income tax. Correct. Pag sinabi natin regular corporate income tax, yung tax base niya is not gross income. Rather, it's the net taxable income. Correct? So, ito yung gagawin natin dito. Okay? So, lagay pa rin tayo ng sales. Okay? Minus cost of sales. Okay? Minus, ano class? Minus administrative or operating expenses or allowable deductions. So, ayan. So, administrative expenses. So, ito, expenses na lang. Okay? In this case. For sales, meron tayong sales to unregistered activities. That's 2 million. Okay? Lagay natin dito 2 million. And then, for cost of sales. So, for cost of sales, let's compute lang ulit gamit yung allocation natin. This time, 2 over 10 naman. So, that is for 6 million. Okay? Times 2 over 12. So, dito, pindit 2 over 10, 2 over 12 pala. So, 6 million times 2 over 12. Okay? Makukuha natin dito class is 1 million. Okay? 1 million. Okay? Okay. So, 1 million. And then, ano pa? After yung 1 million class, no, meron na tayo gross income. Gross income minus expenses. So, yung expenses, mangyayari sa expenses, yung 2.4 million, hindi rin po siya hindi rin siya identified or specifically identified kung saan siya nagre-relate. Pwede po kasi siyang na-relate sa registered activities, pwede rin sa unregistered activities. So, hindi po naka-indicate specifically. So, yun ang gagawin. Similar lang sa cost of sales. Outside, again, cost of sales. I-allocate natin used in the basis of the amount of sales. So, yung mangyayari, the amount is magkano? 2.4 million. So, yung 2.4 million na yan, allocated 2 over 12. So, 2.4 million times 2 over 12. Okay, makukuha natin dito klase is 400,000. Okay, so meron na tayong net taxable income. Net taxable income, 2 million minus 1 million minus 400,000, 600,000. Okay, this 600,000 class, okay, okay, multiplied by the regular corporate income tax. Sir, magkano nga yung corporate income tax or regular corporate income tax or RC? Okay? Yung rate po natin in 2026, 25%. Okay, 25%. So 600,000 times 25%, yung RC po natin is 150,000. RC 150,000. So yung RC class, ibabayad natin to sa national government. Okay? National government. So before we can answer this one class, no? Before we can answer this one, yung special corporate income tax class, no, itong 250,000, actually, i-allocate pa natin to the national government and the local government. No, under the law, class, under the law, okay, yung allocation class is to the national government for equal to 3%, okay, and to the local government equal to 2%. Yan yung allocation class. That constitutes the 5%. Ito yung 5% actually. Okay? Hahatiin yan sa national government 3%, sa local government 2%. So, this 250,000, let's allocate this one. So, 250,000 times 3 over 5. Okay? 150,000 allocated to the national government. And then, the rest, 100,000 allocated to the LGU. Okay? Sige. So for this one class, let's answer na the questions. So how much is due to national government after the income tax holiday period? So meron tayong sa registered activity, meron tayong 150,000, okay? Plus sa unregistered activity, no, na 150,000 ulit. Okay? For this problem class, no, 150,000 plus 150,000, ang total natin class na i-remit sa national government will be 300,000. Final answer would be letter C. Okay? For question number 2, how much will be due to the local government? Actually, isa lang. This is the 100,000. So, 100,000 class, choice letter A. Final answer po natin for question number 2 is letter A, 100,000. So, ganyan lang class, no? Ganyan lang kasimple, no? Sa pagsasagot ng mga um, tax on RBEs or Registered Business Enterprises. So, our second problem class, practice pa tayo. Okay. So, let's have our second problem. Let's take a look at the questions. Question number 1 is how much is the tax due assuming it enjoys income tax holidays? Tax due daw, assuming it enjoys income tax holiday. Question number 2, how much is the tax due assuming it is subject to 5% preferential rate? Pag sinabi nating preferential rate or 5%, yan, actually yung tinutukoy niyang class is ito yung SIT or yung Special Corporate Income Tax. Okay? Sige. Question number 3, how much is the tax due? Okay, assuming it is subject to 25% regular corporate income tax. So yan yung questions natin for problem number 2. So let's read the given. A federal registered enterprise has the following data for the current year. Meron tayong revenue, okay? Meron tayong cost of sales, operating expenses, and other income. So class, for question number 1, very easy lang po yan class, no? As mentioned kanina, okay, assuming na nag enjoy daw siya ng income tax holiday, pag yung RBE po class, yung Registered Business Enterprise is under income tax holiday, ang sinabi ko kanina, wala siyang tax, wala siyang income tax, walang ini-impose na income tax si national government. So therefore, wala siyang income tax liability. Yung isasagot po natin dito, very simple lang, letter C, 0 po. Okay, walang magsasagot ng any amount, ha? Baka may magsagot ng ano, baka mag-allocate baka mag-compute pa kayo ng ng 5% tax diyan. So kapag income tax holiday, zero liability sa income tax, no? Ayan. So that's for question number 1. Okay, for question number 2, how much is the tax due assuming it is subject to preferential rate? So yung preferential rate, yung tinutukoy, no? Ulitin natin, that's the special corporate income tax of the 5% of the gross income. Paano pa computein yung gross income? Gross income is equal to sales, okay, minus cost of sales plus operating or other income. Yan. Other income or other operating income. Okay, so ayan. So, mangyayari dyan class, okay, is, okay, sundin na natin yung formula. Okay, paano ba sundan yung formula na yan? Okay, so, sales natin, meron tayong 50 million, correct? Meron tayong 50 million, then yung cost of sales natin, meron tayong 25 million. Okay? Okay? And meron pa tayong other income. In this case, yung 2.5 million. Okay? Yung 2.5 million, syempre, i-add natin yan. Yung operating expenses, kindly ignore or i-X mo na yan, yung operating expenses because yung operating expenses, ginagamit yan whenever we are computing for the net taxable income, not for the gross income. Yung gross income, hanggang dito lang yan. Okay? For this one class, no? For this problem, okay, we can compute na already the gross income. For the gross income, let's compute 50 million, okay, minus 25 million plus 2.5 million. Okay, that's for 27,500,000, no? So, ayan. So, multiply natin yan class sa 5%, the preferential rate or the special corporate income tax rate. So, that's for how much class? I got here class, no? 1,375,000. Ito yung special corporate income tax natin. 1,375,000. Okay? Ayan. So, actually, class yung number 2, that's letter B. Okay? 1,375,000. So far, class, so far, so good. Oh, magaan lang yung topic nito. Okay. Sige. For question number 3, how much is the tax due assuming it is subject to 25% RCET? Now, pag RCET naman class yung tinatanong, alam natin yung tax base niyan is based on the net taxable income. Correct? So ngayon, i-consider na po natin yung operating expenses. So for this one class, no, meron tayong gross income kanina. Let's start na lang with the gross income that was 27.5 million. Maninos natin class yung operating expenses. Magkano? That's for 5 million. Okay? So 5 million. So meron na tayong we will derive here the net taxable income and that will be our basis, okay, for the 25% RC to compute for the regular corporate income tax. So 27.5 million, okay, minus 5 million, I got here class 22,500,000. Okay? I-multiply natin sa 25%, okay? Yung RCET natin class, no, makukompute natin is how much? That's for 5,625,000. Okay? So, very easy lang. Okay? Sige. So, 5,625,000. Sagot natin class for number 3 or question number 3 is letter A. Okay? Sige. Very easy. Okay? So, let's go to let's go to our last computational or situational problem. So for this one class, quite comprehensive siya. So I think madami tayo matututunan dito. So for question number 1, no, let's read. How much is the 2% MSIT? So minimum corporate income tax. Question number 2, how much is the RSIT? Okay? RSIT class, ha? Question number 3, how much is the income tax still due? Okay? Pag sinabi natin class still due, that is after na of class? After, ano? After tax credits, ha? Pag sinabi natin still due, after tax credits. So, meron kasing tax due lang, meron still due or payable. So, yung sinatawag na still due class or payable, that's after the um, creditable with creditable taxes. Okay? So, ayan. Question number 4, assuming the company is entitled to 5% as seat, okay, how much is the tax due? For ngayon, assuming daw na ano siya class, no? Makaka-avail siya nung preferential 5% preferential tax rate. And then for question number 5, related lang siya sa question number 4. Determine daw natin yung incomes still due to the BIR. So pag sinabi natin to the BIR, class, this is to national government, ha? National government. Take note of this, okay? Pag sinabing to the BIR, national government yan. Okay? Sige. So let's read the uh, given. Okay? So Baki Hanma Company is a PEZA registered manufacturer entitled to income tax holiday incentive for calendar year, hindi lang nabanggit pero actually um, 2026 siya. So it is in the fourth year of operations of the company. The following information pertains to the calendar year 2026 activities of the company. So similar doon sa problem number 1 natin, meron siyang registered activities, meron ding unregistered activities. So alam na natin to, no? So alam na natin na separate natin sila pag-compute. Why? It's because yung registered activities, pwede po siya maka-avail ng nung income tax incentives or yung tax incentives. Whereas yung unregistered activities, yung tax niya po or yung taxation niya ma-fall siya sa regular corporate income tax. Okay? Sige. So we have your gross sales, cost of sales, other income, net of yan. And then we have your operating expenses na merong allocation plus na 90% to 10%. So 90% siguro sa registered activities and sa unregistered activities 10%. Then we have your creditable withholding taxes, no, for the from the first 3 quarters amounted to 294,000, including 30,000 creditable withholding taxes dated 2027. Okay, so in this case class, no, yung first 3 quarters dito amounted to 294. In-include daw dyan class yung 30,000 na creditable withholding taxes na naka-date pa 2027. So in this case, yung year natin is for 2026. Kung na-include yung 2027, di ba hindi dapat siya ma-include dyan o hindi dapat natin gawing pang-credit yan. Hindi yan i-accept ni BIR. Okay? Kasi for 2027 pa yan. So yung gagawin natin, tatanggalin natin yung 30,000 okay, out of that 294,000. So try nga natin, 294,000 minus 30,000, yung lalabas dito na amount plus, hindi na 294, kundi 264,000. Okay? 264,000. While CWTs for the fourth quarter totaled 100,800, okay, excluding the creditable withholding taxes not in the name of Pickle Company. So actually, nakakuha lang natin, no? So dapat supposedly Baki yan, no? So naging Pickle. Anyway, just treat that as Baki rin. As Baki rin na. So sige, so fourth quarter, 100,800. So tama ba class, no? Pag pinagsama natin yung 264,000 and 100,800, ilang amount kayong lalabas nito? Okay? Yung I got here class 364,800. Okay? So yung 364,800, yan po yung ano natin. Yan po yung um, gagawin nating tax credits, no, to compute for the tax still due to the BIR or tax payable to the BIR. Okay? So sige. So actually class, para mas mapadali yung pag-compute natin, gawa na lang tayo ng table. So lagay tayo ng table for registered activities. Okay? And lagay din tayo ng table for the unregistered activities. Okay? Ayan, para mas class, para mas organize yung pagsasagot natin. Okay? So, lagay tayo dito ng sales class. No? So, yung sales ilagay natin. Registered. Kaya-copy ko lang class, ha. I'll just copy this one. So, 365,100,000. Okay? For unregistered activities, 31,275,000. Okay? For cost of sales, of course, Cost of sales, 310,200,000. Okay? And then for the unregistered activities, 21,892,500. Okay? Ayan. And then don't forget to have your other income, no? So to compute for the gross income. So yung other income, nandun lang sa unregistered activities. So ito, other income, 1,651,500. So actually class, makukompute na natin dito yung ano niya, yung gross income. So let's compute for the registered and the unregistered activities. So unahin na natin yung yung registered. So 365,100 minus 310,200,000. I got here class 54,900,000. Okay. For the unregistered activities naman, 31,275 minus 21,892,500. Okay. Plus 1,651,500. I got here class 11 million, sir, 34,000. So actually class, for question number 1, let's compute for the 2% MCQ. Yung tanong is, sir, where do we compute there, sir? Yung pinagsamang amount ba ng registered and unregistered, or yung unregistered lang? Yung answer class is only the unregistered amount. Okay? That's because yung registered nga class, separate yung taxation niya. Okay? It's either income tax holiday siya or the preferential tax rates of 5% or enhanced deduction. So in this case, i-multiply natin siya sa unregistered activities na amount lang. So that's for 11,034,000 multiplied by 2%. So ilan yung lumalabas class? 11,034,000 times 2%, yung lumalabas na amount dito class is 220,680. So yung ito class, this is our MC. Okay, MC natin, 220,680. Answer for question number 1 class is letter boy or B. Okay? Ayan. So papatuloy natin. Okay? Papatuloy natin, actually, yung operating expenses. Yung operating expenses na 29,670,300, we will allocate this using this allocation rate, 90% for registered and 10% for unregistered. So, sige class, i-allocate natin. 29,670,300 times 90%. Yung allocation to registered activities is 26,703,270. Ito yung allocation niya. And then for unregistered activities naman, I got here class 2,967,030. Okay? So I hope you get the same amounts as well, no? So after this one class, no, makukompute na natin yung kanilang net taxable income. Okay? So for unregistered activities, okay, or rather registered activities, 54,900,000 minus 26,703,270. I got here class 28,196,730. For unregistered activities naman, 11,034,000 minus 2,967,030. I got here class 8 million. Okay, ang pangit ng sulat natin, no? 8,066,970. Okay? So, did you get the same amount? So, I hope na nakuha rin niyo yung same amount, no? So, let's multiply class, no? The unregistered activities. Kasi yung RSET and the MSET is based lang sa unregistered activities natin, no? Sige, so let's multiply this one class for how much? Okay? Yung corporate income tax rate natin or regular corporate income tax natin or RSET is at 25%. Correct? 25%. So 8,066,970 970 times 25%, yung makukuha dito class is 2,016,743. Yan, 743. Ito yung R-sheet natin. Okay, 2,016,743. So, yung makukuha natin dito class, no, that hanapin natin sa choices. So, yun, nakita natin. Let's letter B or boy. Okay? That's for question number 2, letter boy. 2,016,743. Okay. Now, for income tax still due class, no, tinatanong dito related sa unregistered activities. So, anong sinabi natin kanina class? No, after tax credits. Yung tanong ba, sir, yung tax credits ba, sir, i-allocate din between registered and unregistered activities? The answer class is no. Hindi po natin i-allocate yan. Yung creditable or yung tax credits natin will only be deducted sa unregistered activities, not to the registered activities. Okay? So, ayan. So, yung mangyayari dito is, ito yung magiging sagot natin dito na. So, meron tayong ano class? Meron tayong R-sheet. Okay? Ito yung R-sheet natin. Hindi na gumagana. Okay. So, R-sheet, 2,016,743. Correct? Ito yung tax credits or mga creditable withholding taxes. Actually, na-compute na natin kanina, class. Pinagsama natin yung 36, yung dalawang amount, okay, which was nakuha natin, 364,800. So, minus natin 364,800. Okay? So, after this one class, makukuha natin yung still due or payable. Okay? Still due or payable to the BIR, how much? 2,016,743 minus 364,800. I got here class 1,651,943. Okay? So ito yung income tax still due or income tax payable to the BIR. So choice letter A or sagot natin for question number 3 would be letter A. Okay? So ito naman, may pinapa-assume. Question number 4, assume special corporate income tax rate naman daw. How much will be the tax due? Okay, so actually class, yung tinutukoy dito class is your registered activities. Okay, and saan ba class i-multiply yung 5%? Okay, special corporate income tax based on the gross income, okay, of gross income on registered activities. So in this case, class, hanapin natin yung gross income sa registered activities. That's for 54,900,000. Ito yan. Okay, so 54,900,000, okay, times 5%. Okay, yung SIP po natin class. Okay, I got here class 2,745,000. Okay? So yan yung SC natin. Okay? Or Special Corporate Income Tax. No? 2,745,000. Ang final answer class for question number 4 will be letter A or apple. Okay? Ayan. So for question number 5, no, based lang sa question number 4, ang tinatanong naman, due to the BIR or payable to the BIR, so after tax credits. So ano yung gagawin natin? Okay? So yung gagawin natin class dito is pagsasamahin natin yung S-sheet saka R-sheet. Okay? So ganito lang gagawin natin sa class. Lagay natin dito R-sheet, okay? 2,016,743. Okay? Tapos, lagay din natin actually dito class yung lagay din natin yung S-seat. Magkano yung S-seat? Okay? 2,745,000. Okay? Ito yun. Okay? So, ito yung nila, dalawang pinagsama natin. Yung total class, actually, yung total income tax natin dito class, sa pinagsamang registered and unregistered, compute nga natin, 2,016,743. Okay? Plus 2,745,000. I got here class 4,761,743. Okay? So actually class, ima-minus natin dito class yung due to local government. Di ba? Naalala nyo class kanina? Okay? Naalala nyo kanina yung ano? Naalala nyo kanina yung allocation natin? Ito yun, di ba? Okay? Ito, national government 3%, okay? To the local government 2%. Okay? So yun yung mangyayari dito class is i-allocate natin yung 2,745,000 to the local national government and then to the LGU. So in this case, kasi ima-minus na lang natin this since papunta naman to sa BIR. So yung i-less natin dito is the LGU na lang kasi hindi naman siya mapupunta sa BIR, mapupunta sa LGU. So tanggalin natin yung due to the LGU. That's for 2,745,000 times 2 over 5. Correct? So 2,745,000 times 2 over 5. Yung sagot natin dito or makukuha ko dito classes 1,098,000. Okay, 1,098,000. Okay? And then, don't forget to deduct, no? Kasi yung tinatanong naman is still due or payable. Huwag mong kalimutan i-less din yung tax credits, or in this case, creditable withholding tax amounting to 364,800. 364,800. Okay? So actually class, yung very critical dito is this due to LGU. Kasi pag hindi nyo to minus, mamamali kayo ng sagot. Okay? So let's compute na for the payable to the BIR. Let's compute. So that's for 4,761,743 minus 1,098,000 minus 364,800. I got here class, no, 3,298. Correct ba? Let's ulitin lang natin na. So that's for ulitin lang natin. So that's 4,761,743 minus 1,098,000, okay? Minus 364,800, yung taga 3,298 yung makukuha natin. Okay? So, how much? 3,298,000. Okay, I'll compute lang class. Ayan, 3,298,943. Ayan, 43. So, yung final answer natin, actually, wala sa choices. So, answer natin, guys, is letter D, none of the choices. Ayan. So, medyo na ako lang tayo. Double check lang natin kasi wala talaga siya sa choice. So, upon review, parang correct naman actually yung computation natin. So, it looks like talaga na correct naman, no? So far. So, in this case, none of the choices yung sagot natin kasi wala sa choice. Yung final answer is 3,298,943.